going to be blistering sound.
Good morning, internet.
I'm old school like Bambada, no man's hotter. The damn data, I jam proper, you man's nada.
Alright, it's Monday. Yay for being up early. Got your regular opening shift today, so let's see what I can show you guys while I'm working. And I'm definitely going to HMV today, and I'm picking up a copy of Black Ops because I'm getting tired of my buddies talking about it. I need to get in there and start pulling some noobs. So it's just gotta get ready for work. Then it's time for the trip. That bed's looking mighty nice right now. Oh, it's cold. So a couple of you were wondering how I got my cat, because I mentioned through fighting that I got her. Well, when I was in the rooming house one night, I was late at night, and I called a girl. I had done E that day, and I was sketching out that night. So I called this girl to see what she was up to. She was at a motel that was down the road, so I went to go see her. And it was like 3 in the morning. And when I got there, there was her and her friend and 2 other guys. You know, they were all just sitting, relaxing. They had done some drugs as well, so they were pretty chilling out. And I guess one of the girls had been bad-mouthing some guys earlier that night. And those guys decided they were going to show up. And they were there to not only kick some ass, but according to them, they were there to rape the girls as well. So in the midst of them bad-mouthing the girls, you know, telling them to shut their mouths or they shut it for them, telling them that they were going to drag them into the bathroom and rape them, you know, I wasn't standing for it. So after about 10 minutes of that, I finally stood up and I was like, you know what, you guys need to shut your fucking mouths and get the hell out of here now. Yeah, sometimes I need to learn when to shut my mouth, because they proceeded to kick the living shit out of me. They beat on me for like 15 minutes. They left. About 5 minutes passed. I finally got up. Then they came back and kicked the door down and proceeded to beat on me again for another 10 or 15 minutes. By that time, the police were already on their way. So they ran off once they heard the sirens. I spent the day in the hospital. And when I got out, the girls were waiting for me at my place with a little kitten. They had gone out and purchased a little Siamese kitten for me, and just as a way of saying thank you to me for standing up for them. And that's it. That's why that cat's my rock. You know, ever since the day I got her, she's been there by my side. Whenever I'm down and stuff, she's always there to cheer me up. The reason I got her ended up being the same reason that she keeps me strong. So that's it. It's time for work. See what today brings. Well, the Rain Men won their game, so at least I know I didn't poison them. Alright, work's done for today. Right now I'm just going to run over to HMV, see if they have Black Ops, because I want to pull some noobs tonight with my buddies from work. So I'm going to go see if they have that right now. Oh yeah. Alright, we got Black Ops in hand. Gonna go home now, practice up for tonight so I can play against the guys at work. Show them how it's done, you know. You know guys, there's one thing I forgot to mention in the telling of my story, and this is the most crucial part. I would not be standing here today if it weren't for the mother I have now. She stood by me through thick and thin, no matter what. No matter what I did, no matter what I said, it didn't matter. She was always there to stand by me and move me forward. Even when I was in the mental hospital, they even said I was the only patient in the history of that hospital that had a parent show up to see them. And if that doesn't say anything about the quality of mother that I ended up with, I don't know what does. So Mom, thank you. I haven't been the best of son. I know it hasn't been easy on you, and you've had it pretty rough. But I wouldn't be here if it weren't for you, so thank you. Well guys, I just got home and I just realized my place is a disaster. I've been kind of lazy over the last couple days. As you can see, I got stuff thrown everywhere. Score 1 for being lazy and working a lot. That's mostly what it was, just working a lot and too tired to really clean up after myself. So, the next couple hours I'm going to be, can you guess? Cleaning. That took a little bit of effort. You know, I mopped the floors, dusted everything, and yeah, this is the aftermath. Everything's all nice and clean and tidy. It's like the way it should be. Everything's got its own place because I'm OCD like that. Subscribe. Ow! Ow! God! Watch your corners, folks. That little corner there can be. I put a nice little dent in my knee on that one. Since today is about Martin Luther King Jr., I decided I wanted to read a quote for you. When I was in junior high, I wrote an essay on Martin Luther King Jr. and my English teacher thought it was so good that I had to actually stand up in front of the school and read it. So I have a high appreciation for the man, his beliefs in equality and the way we should live our lives. I find very promising and hopeful, and maybe someday we might actually achieve that. The one quote that I always like to use by him is, an individual has not started living until he can rise above the narrow confines of his individualistic concerns to the broader concerns of all humanity. It's amazing, after all these years we've changed a lot, but we haven't changed anything. We're still fighting each other, we're still discriminating against each other. I mean, I can't even walk down the street in the city without someone giving me a dirty look just because of the way I dress. So I mean, even though we're in this day of age of political correctness and everybody trying to do the right thing, we're still in the narrow confines of our own individualistic concerns. That's a really hard word to say. So, you think after all this time that we'd learn to grow past these petty little things, but we don't seem to be able to. Let's try to have a good conversation about this. I want to have a conversation about this to see why, as a species, as a whole, we can't move past our own individual problems and petty things towards each other. So, let's talk about that. So in the comments, just, let's start a discussion. I want one of you to start it, and I will come in whenever you guys, and I'll come in whenever. So let's get that going. Well, apparently I'm no good at Black Ops. I've gotten so used to playing on the Wii that using a controller again seems a little foreign to me now. It's been a few years since I've used an actual game controller. So, playing Black Ops is a little difficult. I haven't been able to get over kill to death over 1 ratio yet. I've been playing for about 2 hours now, I've gained 10 levels and I still have yet to go above 1. Alright guys, it's been a long day. It's been a long day. Just finishing watching my news here. And gonna finish up playing some Black Ops once the guys get online. And then I'm gonna head to bed. I've got another early morning tomorrow. So, I'll see you tomorrow.